Yo, what is up, guys? I'm coming back at you with a video after a long period of time. I came back because I felt like the COD scene needed me. They needed a voice. They needed somebody to tell the truth out here. And a lot of people just ain't doing that. So I had to come out here and drop the ball for you guys and let you guys know what I think about the state of Call of Duty, where it's at, where it's going, and where it's going to be. And let me start off with Warzone. For the first half of this video, I'm going to be talking about Warzone, and I'm going to end it off with talking about 6v6 multiplayer and multiplayer in general, the traditional COD. And Warzone is in a horrible state. I don't know what they were thinking when they didn't drop a new map. What was the thought process on that one? But then again, they're not really thinking because they're all drunk over there. So the thought process to me should have been easy. Drop a new map. And we got stuff going, fresh, new. All they're doing is buffing, nerfing guns, adding new guns, making guns overpowered so people use it, so people buy the skins, and then nerfing the guns right after everybody use it and a bunch of people buy the skin. They then nerf the gun right after that, and boom, bam, we're in a situation where we have nothing. We have a hollow game, basically just waiting for the newest meta to come out and waiting for people like JGod to tell us what the new broken gun is or what the new best gun in the game is. Which is, to me, it's horrible. It has nothing to do with JGod himself. He's doing his work, he's an analyst for Call of Duty, and that, there's not many out there, so he took up that spot, and he grew off of that, and now he's fucking balling right now. So, which is a good thing. I 100% good up on him, but the state of Warzone right now it's horrific. It's filled with cheaters. And the cheaters are getting better and better at hiding their hacks. And people who use Cronus, Zens, and stuff like that. But the biggest thing is the cheaters, because now they have soft aimbot. They have a multitude of hacks that they can use that makes it seem like they're not even hacking. Like with soft aimbot, where you just have to aim in that general direction. And if you've been using it for a long time, you could hide it. It's the same thing with wall hackers. People who wall hack, they could hide their hacks and make it seem like they're not even hacking, because they'll put out heartbeats, they'll put on the whole show, they'll do all this extra stuff to make it seem like they're not hacking instead of just not hacking at all. But at the end of the day, they're just losers. But not dropping a new map to me was the worst decision Warzone could have possibly done, and it's the worst decision that they made, and that's saying something because they've made a bunch of horrible decisions. Raven needs to give up the mantle. They need to hand off the studio to somebody else. Maybe back to Infinity Ward or something like that. I don't know. But they're just doing, to me, a horrible job. And everybody was hyped for Ural Mountains when they heard about it. Turns out, nope, we're not getting Ural Mountains. We're not getting any of that. Too bad for you Call of Duty losers, basically, what they're telling us. You support our games, you give us billions of dollars, but we can't even give you a new map when every other Battle Royale within 1 year of their cycle has either drastically changed their map or create a whole new map in general, like Apex, who came out with like 2 new maps in like a year and some change. Basically, where Warzone is at right now in the life cycle, Apex already had 2-3 maps. So, and that's, like I said, that's just me talking about 6v6, not 6v6, excuse me, Warzone. I'm not the biggest dude on Warzone. I don't play Warzone 8 hours a day or anything like that. But you don't really have to. I play Call of Duty for years. I know how the experience is. And Call of Duty inherently is repetitive. 6v6 Warzone, no matter what, it's inherently repetitive. But the thing about Warzone is the repetition sinks in so much more because you're playing for so long and you're in that match for so long and you're in each match for so long, you can, the repetition within the matches sinks in a lot more because you're spending more time in the games. When you go 6v6, you're in there for 2-3 minutes, boom, bang, in a good Call of Duty, and that's it. You're already done. You're done with the match. You're on to the next match, and the repetition doesn't have time to sink in until like hours later in a good multiplayer, obviously. When I was playing Cold War, I mean, the repetition sank in, and the horribleness of the game sank in within, the first 2 minutes. So, of me playing my first match, and I have to get off after that, I haven't played Cold War in months, literally. So, now moving on to 6v6 multiplayer. My forte in general, the most time obviously I have on any COD is 6v6 multiplayer. Like I said, I'm not a big Warzone guy. And I could tell you 6v6 multiplayer is even worse than Warzone. It's horrific. They don't care about it, obviously. They don't give a crap about multiplayer, because you could just see that with Treyarch. Treyarch is not doing Warzone. They're not doing Blackout. They're not doing any of that. And you can really tell that it's a hollow shell of a Call of Duty that it used to be. You could tell that they're not putting any time and effort into it, and no creativity, because they're just recycling the same old maps over and over and over and over again with no creativity whatsoever, because they know they can't make good maps anymore because most of their really creative people have left. So, and we see situations with them getting the lawsuit as of recently, and it makes perfect sense to me why the game is the way it is. The only thing that was baffling to me is that in the lawsuit, it stated that all they do is play COD all day in the office while drunk and harassing women. So if you're out there playing COD all day while harassing women, how the hell don't you know how bad your game is? But then again, they're drunk, they're off of it. They don't even know where they're at probably. They're on automatic movement system where they're just moving towards their destination. They get to work and then that's it. They don't even know how they got there, most likely because they're coming to work drunk. They got vodka in their coffee cup. They got Ciroc in their coffee cup, whatever it is. They're obviously just not doing their job right. And I feel like we need a whole revamp of multiplayer. I'm serious. Like, we need a revamp, as in we need to toss out all the new ideas that they came up with and just replace them with the old stuff, because the new stuff they got now is just, it's horrendous. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they're thinking. I don't know what they're doing over there in the studio besides getting drunk. And it's just like, what is going on? So, and just to wrap it up, basically, in the last couple minutes, is that Call of Duty is lacking in any type of motivation, is what I'm saying. And not towards the content creators. Content creators are gonna keep on doing what they gotta do to be able to make all this money. It's about the development team. I feel like as if they have absolutely no motivation to make a good, concise game anymore, because they know that they're going to make a bunch of money. They're going to get a bunch of fans, a bunch of people buying their microtransactions and their games, no matter what they put out. It's just that simple. So why put any effort in when you could save a couple $1 million putting no effort in and put out a game that anybody will buy no matter what? It's just like Cold War is still one of the highest selling games within the last 2 years, and it's horrible. It's a horrible game. Nobody plays it, but at the end of the day, it still is the highest selling game out of the whole year, and that's just a testament to show you that even if they don't put any effort in, even if they put out an unfinished, broken, horrible game, they're still going to make money. So why put any effort in to make a good, very good game when you're still going to make any money? And that's how it was with a beginning of COD, when they actually had motivation, when they actually put in effort. You could see it because they knew that they had to make a name for themselves. They already had the name, they already have the label, they already have Activision at their back, $1 billion company. So they have absolutely no effort to put in order to make a very good COD, because they're going to save millions of dollars making a half-broken game, which they can fix later after they rake in the billions, and then spend a million or two here fixing up the game over the course of a year. And then, boom, we come out with the new COD. We basically remove all the servers from the old COD. Any maintenance from the old COD is basically gone. And so they're just on an endless cycle of spending the least amount of money, making the max amount of profits, with absolutely no repercussions for any of the decisions or choices that they make that end up being horrible. So that's basically my gripe with Call of Duty nowadays. And with gaming in general, all gaming nowadays just lacks inspiration mostly. We have a few games here and there that seem really good, but all the games seem unfinished. They lack motivations. All the developers are on timetables that they need to fulfill for their bigger companies. And if they don't fulfill those, they end up getting either money taken away from them on their next project, or they don't get to make a game in general and their studio gets disbanded. Nobody wants that. You're going to have a bunch of people losing their job because of that. So I can see where these companies are coming from in terms of that. They don't want to lose potential future money, opportunities to pay their workers. But at the end of the day, oh, and by the way, look right here. This is the part where the guy lag switches me. And I was like, maybe it's just my connection. But no, if you look at the kill cam, it's perfectly fine on his screen. He's able to kill me with the greatest of ease, even though on his screen it looks like he's skipping around. And then I'm like, okay, maybe it was just me. And then I go over to my teammate, and it seems like he was perfectly fine connection-wise the whole match. And then I'm like, yo, are you getting lag switched, bro? And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I am getting lag switched. And you can see it right there, him skipping and stuff like that. The other guy's perfectly fine. He's running across on his screen, and my teammate ends up killing him anyways, which is pretty good, but he was definitely probably getting lag switched. There's a new hack that's come out recently where, they're able to lag switch people. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. And I want to see what I do with this channel in the future, but peace.